Welcome back to one more episode from Jake West, and this is the pond series. As you all know, like if you're following me on Instagram, and I also mentioned in my previous YouTube videos where I'm building a pond. Initially, this area was filled with all the weed and junk, like all the leaves from the trees. It basically looked like that place. You can see behind me all junk and stuff. So this area was exactly like similar to that. What we did, the first process was we removed all the weeds, and we all removed the leaves, and the next process was the digging process. So we started to dig this, I don't know what you call that, trench is basically smaller, so this is a pond. We started digging the pond, and so why I chose this location. So let's coming to the point why I chose this location. It's in between the shade and the sunny. So we have trees, as well as half the pond also receives good amount of the sunlight. Next is if you see over there behind the pond, you can see right over there, you have a good view. It looks like an infinity ending view. So that's the reason we chose that. And let me go down the pond. The reason number two, actually this is supposed to be the reason number one. The main reason why I chose this location is because it has a slope gradient. So one the higher side and the other is the lower side. So I took the lower side, the bottom part as a reference, and for the bottom pond, and the top side I've taken this, or I'm taking this depending on how deep can I dig. So this will be the top side of the pond. So basically I had to dig this side of area, and I had to build a wall on the other side. I could use, on my right hand side I can use this area as it is for the wall. No need of building anything. This is strong, and that was the reason number two why I chose this location. Next is this rock. So at the moment it looks like just a rock, but you can see this kind of like a flat surface here. This is completely the rock. So I wanted to make this as a jump spot where you can jump from here to the pond, and the next reason it will sit. This very right now it's little tricky. I need to sand this down, but this is a good area to sit. And I'll be having a camp location on either side. You can see all the grass and weed on my back end side. So this area will be cleaned out where I can set up a campsite. I can tent right here. And coming to the pond dimensions, the length of the pond is almost 11.5 feet, so it's almost 11 to 12. But right now I can't confirm the exact because it might vary because of structure. Because I have this tree here, so I don't want to remove any trees from here. So building the pond as it is. Coming to the when I talk about trees, on either side, see I have this kokum tree here, and on my back you can see this is cashew. This is cashew tree on my back. You can see here this is a velvet apple plant. That is a kokum plant again. So why trees is because number one reason is shade. Second, I can anyways I'm building a natural pond, so it gives you a natural feeling. And behind the pond, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plant some banana plants. Is it a plant or tree? It's a plant, right? So I'm gonna plant the banana saplings there. Main number one is to give a tropical vibe. It gives you a tropical vibe. And I'm also right now don't know why, but I am in love with monstera plant. So what I'm planning is I'm planning to let the monstera plant climb from here. So monstera plants, yes, I'm looking for one good monstera plant. So if any of you want to give me a monstera plant, feel free to give me, because that goes right here, which I'm growing on this tree. Coming to the measurements, the length of the pond is 11 to 12 feet, and the width is almost 8 to 9 feet. The measurements may vary. The main reason what I mentioned earlier is because of trees. I need to adjust as per the trees. Next is the building process. Initially I thought of building using the stones and cement mixture. Then I thought of going with the mud, the clay hollow blocks. Then I met a person with the solid clay blocks which could be joined. But then, I went back and forth several times and ended up going for the mud wall. So mud wall reason is because number one, it's cost. It saves a lot of cost. Second is experimental because I'm building a natural pond. The concept is natural pond, so why not giving a try with the mud wall? To get to know more about I went to Varanasi farms to check out their ponds, which they use the pond liner to build it, and they're also building a mud house, which was very interesting. So I went to Varanasi farm to learn a few things about the concept. If you come right here, you can see this is a mud wall. This is freshly made, which I made in the morning. This is almost 2 feet, 2.5 or 3, around 2.5 feet height right now. So it's strong. I can also stand on it. So you can see a strong build. I built it this morning. It needs to cure down, but you can see it's already strong. And also, I forgot to mention the depth of the pond. So the depth of the pond will be, I've taken reference for 4.5 feet. This is a reference point. So I've taken reference for 4.5 feet. 4.5 feet because I got recommendation to keep a pond between 3 feet of water level to 5 feet water level. More than 5 feet will be little bit dangerous to people who don't know to swim. Below 3 feet is it would be difficult to swim. So somewhere like 4.5 feet would be the good enough. The height might vary depending on how deep can I dig and how tall can I build the walls. So I may go more than 4.5 feet. The reason is because I can vary the water level though. And I've also thought of going for pond liner. I've not yet confirmed, so either I can go for pond liner or the cement and gunny bag technique or clay technique. So clay would be a little bit complicated. I need to study more about it. Pond liners are the best solutions because they give a warranty, the warranty or guarantee for 5 years, but they say the life comes up to 10 years. So that's the thing. And by the way, this was a very exciting process of building this wall. I didn't exactly document how I did it because this was just the beginning day. I wanted to see how it comes, and I'm really happy with the outcome because it's really strong. Yeah. So I'll also include the videos which from the morning when I started to build this pond. So what you're gonna see is next about it. So the mud wall is almost a feet, half feet or feet. It's more than a feet up. So using completely mud and building this. So for now this is just experimental. If it goes well and withstands the rain, let's see what happens. I also have to mix some lime to the mixture. So this is where I'm preparing the mixture. I'm using the soil which I've dug out, and I'm mixing here with some water and make the mixture which I'm applying over here. And for the pressure, I'm just stamping at the, like when mixing, I'm like just stamping over it to make it mix well, and then I'm applying here. I'm also compressing by stamping on it. Then this I have to build a bit with the stones at the bottom to give a good foundation, because this will be just, there's no support around. So, and the water will be from inside outside, so I need to build a strong base there. So I'm gonna dig up a trench over here and put this bulldoze like the rocks here, and then I'm gonna start building the wall. That was before I built this wall. I just built one portion of this side area to check out how it turned out. It turned out to be really good, so I just continued throughout this. The earlier video which was shot, that was during the morning, which that wall was built. The wall is again raised almost half feet and done with the foundation, and this wall has been raised almost 2 to 3 feet. I don't think you can see the difference though. You can see the foundation rock. This video was a pond update video. I'm gonna update. Hopefully, I'm gonna make few more update videos to show you the process what I'm gonna do, and the detailed video about the process I will definitely work on it. The mud process, what I did it, because as I use the technique, I'll be learning more about it. So once once I have enough information, I can show you how the process went, and also I'll document what experiments I do with the pond. And next is dimensions. I gave already mentioned about dimensions, but exact dimensions I'll be giving once the walls are built. And detailed video about choosing a location, I will also share that in a separate video. That's all for today, guys. If you like this video, please do leave a like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.